Um, have you ever been at like a Waffle House? Like, isn't that just like so white trash? You know, like how could you think of anything more white trash than like a Waffle House? Like, have you ever been? Like, have you ever like wanted to go to a? Everybody's like, hey, let's go to a Waffle House. You know. Oh, I was reading the newspaper paper recently, and there was like there is like I can't really read like like without visual and pictures like visualizing things so I was like reading the newspaper and it was like the corporation, okay, the corporation, thinking of like the building, like the corporation, and decided upon. So decide it like well, first like the corporation decided like smokestacks and stuff like that, just thinking of like well, like what is a corporation, and then it was like they decided upon. So it was so like draw a little person in there. He's saying like, hey, we better. And he's just saying, hey, we better do some. I wish you could just say the word. Well, I'm not gonna do that one. No. So we're always like inside, and it's like we need to go out. So why? What? Why? So it's like we're inside. We got to be inside or whatever. And so it's like a huge deal to like go out. So we're going out. So that's what we're doing right here is we're going out. But then this is what out is, I guess, is me standing in front of you doing a comedy bit on stage. But then going out. But now our whole prerogative is let's go back in. So one time I brought donuts. I had a show and they always like Jim Gaffigan likes to talk about donuts. So why don't we like give him a bunch of donuts? So I only ate like one. Okay, maybe five. And then, but one time I tried to like take donuts. Have you ever tried to do that? I stuffed it in my bag and I tried to take it. And I went to the airport and the luggage, it got all like, it was inside there. And they randomly did a security check on my bag. And what I wanted to say was, I have drugs up my butt. Because at that point, I would rather do a colonoscopy check than check my luggage. Foot's asleep. When I was a kid, we used to do crank calls. So we would call people and it would be like, is your refrigerator running? It's not. Oh, it's not. It's not. There's this. So imagine like a picture of it's a guy holding a herring in front of him. It's just a little fish, but he's really chubby, and so he's on top of a diving board, and then there's two orcas underneath, and they're talking to each other, and one of them goes, "The herring's nothing. I'm going for the whole schmear." That's like the line underneath that. It's a good. It's yeah. There's Captain Sullenberger is a hero, right? And but he would never say hero. You know, like he would be like, oh, you know, I'm not a hero. I'm just a guy. You know, I just did my job or something like that. But really, he's like a hero. You know, you never go, but like if you can't admit it if you are one. So he goes to like a press conference and he's like, oh yeah, whatever. But he is like a hero. You know. So what if he went to they ask him the question. They're like, Captain Sullenberger, are you a hero? Do you think you're a hero? And he's like, oh no, I'm not really a hero. I'm not like a big hero or anything like that. You know, because he's supposed to say that. Because like heroes don't say that they're heroes. You know. So yeah. Then they ask him like, are you a hero? And he's usually like, no, I'm not a hero. I'm not like a big hero. But then what if he went to the conference and they were like, Captain Sullenberger, do you think you're a hero? And he's like, yes. Did you see the footage of that plane landing on the water? Had to keep up nose up and survivable speed. Hero. Hero. I'm a heroic hero.